I'm recording this because I feel like it's something that's been hidden from the public purposely. And here is a area of land, used to be farmland, between the farming towns of Stockbridge and Dansville, that is going to be rendered unusable by Enbridge and Keystone and the other oil companies that are coming in here. You're seeing only a part of the project right now, and there are those that have defended it because they work here and they get paychecks from it, and they're able to earn their livelihood. But what they don't understand is they are killing their grandchildren, because the residuals from these kinds of constructions and the record that they have is not good. You will start in seeing some large storage tanks. Go ahead, Barb. We're coming up on them now so that you can see them. And I want you to look across here at the farmland across the road. And I understand that they have dibs on that. But here is a whole section of land between Mount Pleasant Road and Grimes Road off Dexter Trail that is an indication of the kind of things that are going in. And Enbridge has been very secretive about this, even with the public in the area. And we need to understand that there's a reason that they've targeted this area to do this kind of construction. No one is quite sure why, but there's definitely a reason. And the Enbridge is not willing to divulge what that reason is. And we're on Mount Pleasant Road right now, headed towards Swan Road, and we will turn left on Swan Road and bring you in a circle back around this section so you can see the amount of development and work that's going on here. The buildings, the pumping stations, the electrical works that are going in, and the kind of construction this involves. It has rendered the property values in this immediate area, it's affected them seriously. They want to talk about how we profit as a people from construction. There's no way that this kind of construction supports a better life. All it is involved is that a few will profit from this and the rest of the people will pay. This is some of the farming property that's just north, the housing that's come in. All the property values here have dropped due to this construction in the area. We're talking about a whole section of land. And there were old farms here. This is where my grandfather in this area used to farm. The Townsend's family, many others, the Grimes, many others that farmed here and lived here all of their lives. And now it is what it is. We are now on Swan Road on the north side of this property, this oil storage area, pumping area. I understand that Keystone plugs in here along with several other oil companies. And why this is going to be a station for storage for crude, no one is quite sure. Enbridge and these other companies are not saying, but they don't go into an area unless they've done a lot of economic research. There has to be a reason for them being here. This is the farmland on the west side of the property, on the west side of Grimes Road. We are now on Grimes Road, and we are coming down on the back side of this construction. Mind you, this was all farming land. I came here when I was a boy, and people farmed this land. It was a rich, fertile place. This is the back side, or the west side of this project, with the amount of storage tanks over here. I don't know exactly how large they are, but I understand there are 15 of them on this property. And one has to be convinced that there's a reason for all of this. There's a reason why they have targeted this area. either because the people are gullible or because of the economic poverty that may exist here. But this is a major construction in an extremely rural area. And there's a lot of people that have defended this, especially those that are receiving paychecks because they're welders or they're painters or they're electrical contractors or something. But what they're not saying is they might as well be handing a gun, a loaded gun, to their grandchildren, because they are killing our grandchildren. This will involve the killing of our grandchildren. We're coming up to the corner of Grimes Road and Dexter Trail, and my brother and sister-in-law were married here in this church that was on this corner. There was a private dwelling here. As you can see, they're all gone. The church itself is gone. The land has been rendered available for whatever these companies have planned. Looking up the road at where we turned, at one time there were farms along here. There was a family that lived here and farmed here by the name of Charlin. And the only thing that's available that's here that reminds me that they lived here is the barn on the opposite side of the road. So this is the other side of the property. I thought it might be interesting for people to see. I guess you'll have to decide for yourself what it means to you or doesn't mean.